and exhale it over to the right. Hi guys, welcome to Love and Yoga, 30 minutes of chair yoga today. So if you don't already have a chair, go ahead and grab one, making sure there's no arms on the chair. If you don't have a chair without arms, don't let that stop you, right? So just do what you can and work with what you have. And that's kind of the theme today. Do what you can and work with what you have, okay? So let's be really accepting of what we're working with today. So with our bodies, with the thoughts in our mind, and with any feelings, matters of the heart, all of that combined. Let's try and be good with that today. Okay, so let's just get started. Let's start on our chair. Have a seat. Okay, hopefully you have a mat. If you don't, that's okay. Just maybe put it in on a carpeted surface so that the chair doesn't slide around as we move around. We'll start to just settle in. So close the eyes. Start to just feel what's happening. Start to notice the thoughts in your mind. Start to notice your breath and whether you're breathing shallow or deeply. Notice the quality of your breath. Start to notice how you're feeling in your body. So any stiffness, any aches or pains today. Notice where you're holding on to tension. Notice what's feeling good today. Maybe something that's been going on with you is feeling better. So just noticing those things. And then we're going to take a couple of cleansing breaths. So take a deep breath in through the nose. And then open the mouth and exhale it out. And again, in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Good. Breathing in and out through the nose now. See if you can deepen your inhales and lengthen your exhales. And start to blink the eyes open. All right, let's come away from the back of the chair and just sit up nice and tall. Grounding down through the sitting bones, sitting tall through the crown of the head. Okay, and then hands can stay on the lap, on the knees, taking the ankles underneath the knees and about hip distance apart. Okay, and then just shrugging the shoulders up to the ears. And then exhale, roll them back and down. Good. And then go ahead and drop the right ear to the right shoulder. So find a stretch from the left ear to the left shoulder. And then inhale to center. And exhale over to the other side. Good. Inhale back to center. And exhale back over to the right, this time dropping the chin down. And then we'll slowly start to roll the chin across the collarbone. Okay, maybe you move back and forth across the collarbone. If it feels okay, maybe taking the chin up into a full circle. So just move really slow. Keep breathing nice and even. Noticing how the neck is doing. Feeling any kinks, any pinching. Maybe you stop there for a moment and breathe into it. And then on the exhale, letting it go. And then continue your circle. So our breath is really important in yoga and in life. Whenever you're feeling any tension, feel free to breathe into it. Breathe into it and see if you can exhale and just let it soften. Just let it relax a little bit. Let it go. All right, slowing it down now. Let's go in the opposite direction. Still breathing nice and even through the nose. Still moving really slow. And just noticing how this is feeling for you. Feeling free to stop anywhere that you feel really tight. Breathe in and soften before you move on. All right, let's come back to center. And then just take the right hand down to the chair. Hold the side of the chair. Inhale, reach up with the left fingertips, creating space in the rib cage. And then exhale, leaning over to your right. So big stretch in the side body. Notice if the shoulder's coming forward. See if you can just peel it back. Maybe look up or down, whatever's comfortable in the head, the neck. Good. Inhale, come back up. Let's take the right arm up and the left hand down to hold the chair. Reach, reach, reaching. And then exhaling over to the other side. Good. Inhale, back to center. Let's take the left arm up. And then we'll take an easy twist to the right. So right hand can come to the side of the chair or to the back of the chair. Left hand to the outside of that right thigh. Sit up nice and tall on your inhale. Twist on your exhale. Pull the belly button in towards the spine just to create a little more space to be able to go deeper. Maybe you can look over the shoulder. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Reach the arms up. And exhale to the other side. Left hand can be on the side or back of the chair. Right hand to the outside of the thigh. Okay. Inhaling to create space. Twisting on your exhale. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Very nice. All right, we're going to take the feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Now we're just going to warm up a little bit. So inhale, take the arms up. Okay, as you look up, cactus the arms. Pull the elbows down and back. Reach the heart up. And then inhale, reach the arms back up. And exhale, hands to heart center. All right. Let's do that 2 more times, just connecting our breath with our movement. If the shoulders are really tight, if you haven't done much movement lately, then bringing the arms all the way up straight like this might feel like a lot, and you don't have to come here. So just move to where you're comfortable. If it's here, just come up this far, okay? So working with what we have today, doing what we can, right? All right, arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Pull the elbows back and down, reach the heart up. And then inhale, come back up, and exhale them to heart center. And one more time, let's inhale up. Cactus on the exhale. Inhale up. And exhale to heart center. Good. Take your hands to the knees now. Belly button in towards the spine. Let's reach the heart forward. Chin up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together in the back. If you want even more, you can slide the hands back. So just coming into a modified cow pose here, or even cobra. And then exhale. Let's push away now. So push the belly button back towards the spine, hands to the knees, chin to the chest, hollow out the belly, feel the shoulder blades separate. So you really want to press back through the center of the shoulder blades. Good. On your inhale, coming back, coming forward, exhaling as you round back. So just modified cat-cow. Keep moving through this, extending the spine as you come forward, flexing the spine as you round back. We are getting so much movement in the spine. It's so good. Our spine does a whole lot for us, does it not? So it's good to take good care of it. Come back to center, and we're going to take the arms up again. Inhale up. Cactus on the exhale. Inhale up. And exhale to heart center. Good. Take your hands to the knees now. Belly button pulling in, maybe scooting forward a little bit in your chair. We're going to go to a forward fold. So reach the heart forward, and then keep pulling the belly button in as you forward fold. So for some, that might be here. This is forward fold for you today. This is fine. Some, it might be here. Let the head hang down. You can keep your hands on the knees, or maybe take your hands to the ankles, or even to the floor. And if this is not working for you, if you have like a slit disc or anything going on in the back, then this is probably not a good one for you. Feel free to skip anything that we're doing that doesn't feel right in your body. Good. Let's come up halfway. So hands to the knees, chin up, reach through the crown of the head, keep the back flat. Reaching through the crown of the head, we're going to fold forward one more time, hinging at the hips. Good. Hands to the knees if they're not already there. Keep your chin to the chest, pull the belly button in, and very slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Take your time, really slow here. Good, and then the chin will come up last. Awesome. All right, let's bring the feet hip distance apart again. And let's do a little bit of shoulder work, and then we'll do some hip work. So right hand to right shoulder. Let's make some circles with the elbow. Good, slow that down and go in the opposite direction. Okay, so just moving really slow, but getting into that shoulder joint, even if your circles are small. So just really notice how that shoulder feels with this rotation. Good, go ahead and release, and let's do the other side. Left hand to left shoulder. Circles with the elbow, big or small circles, depending on what your shoulder will allow today. And it might look different from one side to the other, so notice that too. Slowing it down, let's go in the opposite direction. Noticing any differences between left side and right side. This side likes to click when I do this. Good. Go ahead and release that hand down. All right, let's take the right thigh here, and if it's difficult for you to grab the leg and bring it up, I know some people will just grab their pants and lift up. If you have a yoga strap, that's always an option as well. You can take the strap underneath the thigh to bring it up towards you. So what you don't want is just this rounding in the spine as you do it. So grabbing the thigh and bringing the knee up and in, reach the heart forward so that you can really lengthen through the spine, okay? And then making some circles now with the knee. Okay, holding on to wherever's comfortable, so whether it's the thigh or the shin, getting into the hip joint. and then slow it down. Let's go in the opposite direction. Good, and then come back to the middle and really hug the knee in. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe you can grab the ankle and bring it across to the opposite thigh. Even if the knee stays up here, what you want to work towards is taking the knee down. And if you cannot bring the ankle to the thigh, just go to the opposite ankle, okay? And then see if you can press the knee away, all right? So wherever you are, and if you are up here, flex the toes. That's going to help protect the knee, okay? Sitting up tall, belly button in towards the spine, and then you can hold the shin maybe, reach the heart forward. Come forward any amount that you can with a flat back, and then let go. Go ahead and drop the forehead down towards the shin and just breathe into it. Really take a couple of big breaths in, right into the hips, right into where you feel the tension, and then use your exhale to soften and let go. Maybe your exhale will take your head down a little bit more. Good. On your next inhale, slowly come back up and release that leg and shake that out. Go ahead and set that foot down, and then other side, grabbing the back of the thigh to lift up, maybe grabbing the shin, maybe using a strap, sitting up tall, reaching the heart forward. Good. And then making some circles with the knee and getting into the hip joint. Slow that down, go in the opposite direction. Again, noticing differences between left side and right side. Slowing that down. Let's draw the knee in again. Pull that belly button in towards the spine. Maybe take the hand down to the ankle and bring it across. And if you need to just bring it to the opposite ankle, that's perfectly fine. Just pressing the knee open and away, sitting up tall. If you're here, flex the toes, pull the belly button in towards the spine, and then reach the heart forward any amount that feels okay to you. So find your edge, and then let go. And let the head come down towards the shin. Breathe into it. So this side for me feels way, way, way tighter than the other side today. It's usually the left side for me. So just observing those differences in your body. It's very normal. It's very normal to be tighter on one side than the other. Breathing into that tightness, into that discomfort, and softening with your exhale. Good. On your inhale, slowly come back up and release and shake that out. Good. All right, so bringing your ankles underneath the knees, hands to the knees, belly button in, we're going to make our way to standing. So reaching the heart forward, put all the weight into your heels as you slowly lift the hips up, and then bring yourself all the way to standing, and then come around to the back of your chair. I'm going to turn my chair around so that you can see me better. Okay. So coming into a mountain pose, feet about hip distance apart, and keeping the toes pointing forward. Okay. You can hold on to the chair if you have any trouble with balance, or if you need help standing, you can hold the chair. Okay. Or maybe you take the hands down by the sides, palms facing forward. Grounding down through all four corners of the feet. So maybe even rocking back and forth, side to side. Find all four corners. Okay. And then really engage the legs. Pubic bone comes forward, belly button back. Shoulders relaxed and down, reaching tall through the crown of the head. And then let's inhale and take the arms all the way up. Good. Cactusing on the exhale. pull the elbows back and down. Reach the heart up. Find a little bit of an upper back bend here. Inhale, come on up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. And then hands to the chair. We're going to walk the feet back, keeping them hip distance apart or even wider. And then once you're here, go ahead and bend the knees. And then send the hips back. Maybe you soften the arms, or maybe you really want to engage them. You can send the fingers forward. Start to bend into one knee and then the other. So this is our modified downward facing dog chair version. And hopefully this feels really good to you. This is feeling super good to me right now. So when you're ready, find some stillness. You can keep as much bend in the knees as you need. You just want to really send those hips back. So finding a good stretch in the back and maybe in the hamstrings, maybe even in the calves. Definitely in the shoulders. This is just a full body experience. Go ahead and bend the knees, look forward, and step the feet all the way back up. Awesome. Let's turn the chair around. And we're going to do just one more posture that really works on core and balance. Okay, so go ahead and bend the knees here. Take your hands down to the chair. Okay, and then walk the feet back so that you come into a tabletop position. So your ankles are underneath the hips. You can keep as much bend in the knees as you need. Okay, and then you can keep the hands on top of the chair like so, or if it feels better to hold the sides, you can do that. Okay, no matter where you are, I want you to notice if your shoulders are just sinking down, if your body's sinking into your shoulders. I want you to really push away from the chair. So see that big difference? Really activate the shoulders here. Okay, now pull the belly button in towards the spine so that you have a low flat back, or a flat low back. Okay, and now lifting the right foot behind you. Keep the toes pointing down towards the mat. Keep the hips even, so don't let that hip pop up. Keep it low and level to the left hip. Now, looking just towards the top of your chair. You can stay here, and this is plenty, or maybe you can take the left hand to the top of the chair. Okay, maybe you can come off of the chair with your hand, turning the palm in towards the midline. Good. So this is called balancing stick. And then take that left hand back down to the chair. And then bend the right knee and bring it in towards your nose. So round the spine. Good. Inhale. Take it back. And then slowly bring that right foot back down. Good. Shake that out if you need to. We're going to go to the other side. So ground down through the right foot and lift that left heel. Keep the toes pointing down towards the mat. Keep pushing away from the chair. Keep the belly button in towards the spine. Keep those hips even. Stay here, or take your hand to the top of the chair, or lifting it off altogether with your palm facing in. And breathe. Good. And then take that right hand back down to the chair. Bend the left knee and bring it in towards the nose. Round the spine. Pull the belly in. And then inhale, press it back. And then set it down. Very nice. Let's take one last downward facing dog. So bring the palms of the hands towards the edge of the seat. Fingers wide. And then walk the feet back, keeping them hip distance apart or wider. Keep a bend in the knees. Send those hips back. So we're a little bit lower here. using the seat of the chair. If you want to sort of pedal out the legs again, you can do that. And then find some stillness with your legs straight or bent. Doesn't matter. You just want the hips away from the chair. That big, long stretch. You can shake the head. Yes and no. Good. Now bend the knees a lot. Look forward and slowly walk the feet all the way back up. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. Keep a big bend in the knees and bring yourself back up to standing. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and come back around to the front of your chair now. Right here. Backs of the legs touching the chair. Feet hip distance apart or wider. And then take the arms straight out in front of you, palms facing each other. Pull the belly button in towards the spine, and then start to send the hips back. Keep that belly button pulling in. Start to bend into the knees. All of your weight should be in the heels of the feet. Slow, slow, slow. Lower yourself down to the chair, and then bring your hands to heart center. Awesome work, you guys. Let's lift the elbows. Try and lift the elbows without lifting the shoulders. So wherever you can go with that. Really pressing into the palms and keeping the heart reaching towards the thumb reaching towards the sternum. Let's take a twist from here, pulling the belly button in, twisting to your right. Prayer twist. Relax the shoulders again. Good. Inhale back to center and exhale to the left. Relax the shoulders. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Release the hands. And we'll prepare for Shavasana. So if you want to turn off the lights in your room, if you don't have music playing and you want some music playing, go ahead. If you want to lay down instead of sitting in a chair, do that. All right? So whenever you are ready, settle in and close the eyes. Shavasana. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. Scanning the body one last time, starting with the crown of the head. Noticing any thoughts that are still hanging out and letting those go. Especially those thoughts that might be negative. Letting go of any judgments, letting go of any expectations, letting go of any resentments, fears. Making space for self-love, self-acceptance, self-forgiveness, peace. Which in turn allows us to better love, accept, and forgive those around us, which brings more peace. Relax the jaw, the neck, the shoulders, the arms, the elbows, the wrists, the fingers. Feeling the lungs filling with air, expanding the rib cage. Feel the rise and fall of the belly with every inhale and every exhale. Relax the hips, relax the thighs, the knees, the shins, the ankles, the toes. Bring your attention back to your breath, back to the air coming in and out of the nostrils. And we will sit here in silence now for a few more breaths. Okay, slowly coming back, wiggling your fingers and your toes. Maybe stretching your arms overhead to give yourself a wake up stretch, and then bringing your hands back down to your knees. Just take a moment here to thank yourself for doing yourself a good favor today, treating your mind, your body, your spirit. And let's think of 3 things that we're grateful for today. And then really grounding down through the sitting bones, sitting tall through the crown of the head. Together, let's take one more deep breath in through the nose, holding it at the top, and then opening the mouth to slowly let it go. Bring your hands to heart center and bow your head, connecting your head to your heart. And then bring your head back up. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.